go through the entire itinerary, and I will also, of course, talk about the cost and the details and the payment plan. So it is 6 o'clock. We're going to get to it. Did you all have anything in particular that you wanted to discuss before I started?
I don't.
Okay.
Nope, nothing for me.
All right, let's get to it. So, day one. Well, actually, day one is April 16th, but you're going to probably leave on an airplane on April 15th, right? So we're not going to discuss air because, of course, like I said before, flights aren't available until late May. They won't be available. We won't even be able to see them. So we're not going to discuss. This is for land only. So day one, you arrive in Casablanca. You will be met by a VIP concierge representative at the jetway with your name on a sign, and they will take you and fast track you through immigrations and customs, then take you to baggage, collect your luggage, and escort you to the transfer vehicle where Yala Tours representative will be waiting for you and transfer you to the hotel. So we're going to go as a group. Lunch in Casablanca will be on your own because we're probably going to arrive early. So, we're just going to have them hold our bags. Rooms may be open, who knows? But we'll go, the hotel has a cafeteria and we can probably just go up and down the street. We'll have recommendations, of course, for lunch. But later on that night, we're going to have a welcome dinner at Rick's Cafe, which of course is a replica of the movie Casablanca with Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. So we're staying at the Onomo City Center, Casablanca. I will have links in the agenda, in the itinerary. Okay. And I'll have some pictures, but again, I'll have links. So that will be our dinner. We'll come back to the hotel, have a good night's rest on Wednesday, April 17th, after breakfast, which will be probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, start a private tour of Casablanca, including the Old Medina, Place Mohammed V, a busy shopping street lined by residential blocks dating from the 1930s. Then we'll visit Hassan II Mosque, the second largest mosque in the world. Then we'll visit Mela, which is, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's the Jewish quarter with its temples and synagogues such as Beth El, Em Habanim, and Neve Shalom. After that, we'll continue on to King's Palace with its enormous open square and grand exterior. Then we'll drive through the Corniche, which is a beachfront district offering an array of dining experiences as well as pools and beach access. It's going to be cool when we're there in April, so we'll probably just walk on the beach. Then we'll return to the hotel. We'll either find somewhere to eat or we'll eat at the hotel. Lunch and dinner in Casablanca on April 17th is on your own. No, the cost is not included. Thursday, April 18th, Casablanca to Chef Shaolin, the Blue City. So I just lost my place. After breakfast, we'll drive 1.5 hours to Rabat, which is the capital city. We'll see the Old Medina, the Kasbah of the Udails and the Udails Gate, built by the Almohad dynasty. Okay. Lunch will be on the way from Rabat to Chef Shaolin. It's again on our own. Note the cost is not included in the price. After we have lunch, we'll continue for a 4-hour drive to Chef Shawan, which is situated in the Rift Mountains, and is near Tangier. Okay. Hi, Kelly. We're on day 3. Chef Shawan, as the Blue City, as it's often called by Moroccans, which is Shawan, is a popular tourist destination given its proximity and, of course, its it's blue washed buildings. We're staying at Riyadh Sharifa. Again, it will be a link in the itinerary and pictures. Day 4, Chef Shawan. After breakfast, we'll enjoy a private tour, visiting Chef Shawan, all the alleyways and stairs and things like that. A popular shopping destination in Chef Shawan offers many handicrafts that are not available elsewhere in Morocco, such as wool garments and woven blankets. This is the kind of information we'll receive from our guide when we're coming up on it. The tour of the Blue and White Village includes the Place El Makhzan, whatever, and the famous square of Yuta El Hammam, and the Medina, of course. So we'll return to our Riyadh overnight. Lunch and dinner in Chef Shawan is on our own and not included in the price. Day 5, after breakfast, day 5 is Chef Shawan to Fez. So after breakfast, which is again 8:30 to 9 a.m., we'll drive about 3.5 hours to Meknès. Meknès is basically a drive through the Imperial City. We're not going to get out, but it's just to show you, the houses of water, things like that. What is it? The Sultan's 12,000 horses, Bab el Manzour, beautiful gates. We'll see all that on the way. Lunch in Meknès. Again, that's on your own and not included. Then we'll stop and tour Volubilis, the Roman city, flourishing trade city in the 2nd and 3rd century, selling oil, corn, and wild animals. Then we'll continue on to Fez after that. Dinner in Fez is on your own after we check into the Riyadh El Amin. Dinner in Fez is on your own and not included in the cost. On Sunday, April 21st in Fez, day 6, after breakfast, 8:30 to 9, somewhere around that time, the whole day will be devoted to an in-depth visit of Fez. We'll see the Quranic schools and the mosque, the largest university in the world in the 13th century. We'll visit modern Fez. We'll continue to the Arts Museum of Batha, which is a Hispano-Moorish palace dating from the 19th century. Lunch and dinner in Fez is on your own. We'll return to the Riyadh after a full day of touring Fez. On day 7, April 22nd in Fez, that is a day on your own, right? So you can do anything you want. I have a list of recommendations and what's available and the cost, because these are all optional. Or you can just, the Riyadh we're staying in has a hammam, which is a spa. Also has a swimming pool. It has, there's going to be lots to do and see around Fez. So it's going to be up to you just to chill out, or you can, I don't know, go ATV riding or something. On Tuesday, April 23rd, day 8, Fez to Marzouga. So we're going to start early in the morning because this is going to be a long day. With a full day drive, about 9 hours across the Middle Atlas Mountains to Erfoud. We're going to stop at Medel et Tadart for lunch. Again, that's on our own, and then continue to Erfoud, which is an impressive, it's an oasis in the midst of sand dunes. Or from Earth Food, we'll travel approximately an hour and a half to Merzouga, which is the Berber camp on the edge of the Sahara Desert in the dunes. And after settling into our luxury tent, we will be treated to dinner under the stars, and entertainment. Each tent is 26 by 13 feet. Each tent is 26 by 13 feet. A comfortable mattress, blankets, a low table, 2 chairs, candles, and matches. Each tent has a shower and toilet separated from the sleeping area by a thick curtain and blanket. The shower is separated from the toilet by a plastic wall. The wash basin is located in a corridor. The food facilities is 1 kitchen tent, 1 restaurant tent, and a small area for the bar. The restaurant tent is furnished with tables, just like you have in restaurants, not anything low. Silver tea set for the tea ceremony. We'll, have a tea ceremony. We'll have a traditional hand washing ceremony. We'll have incense burning, traditional rose water sprinklings, and things like that. We're going to be treated to a whole Berber immersion while we're there. Staff is going to be 1 waiter, 1 cook, and a night watchman. Like I said, we'll have entertainment. Dinner menu is Moroccan super salad, a tangine of beef, and tangine of couscous and chicken with vegetables, and of course seasonal fruit. The next morning, breakfast menu is freshly squeezed orange juice, coffee, tea, eggs, cereal, cheese, yogurt, honey, 2 different kinds of jam, fruits, croissants, Moroccan breads, and pancakes. In the morning, also on day 9, April 24th, will be an early morning camel trek to the dunes at sunrise. That's optional, but it's part of the experience. Return to the camp for breakfast. Then we depart for Rassani, which is the cradle of the Alawite dynasty that now reigns in Morocco. Then we'll also go back to our food we'll go to the date market and fossil factory, and then we'll drive. And this is we're going from Merzouga, from the desert camp, to Ouarzazate, right? So we'll pass through the beautiful 1,000 Kasbah Valley. I'm sure I can't wait to see what 1,000 Kasbahs look like. Lunch in Ouarzazate is on our own. After we visit Skora, which is another oasis and gardens and palm trees, and it's where the roses, Paris, the famous perfume by Yves Saint Laurent is made from those roses in Skora. There's some nice shopping there for rose products. Rose water, body milk, dried petals, whatever. I'm allergic to roses, but I think I'm over it now, so let's hope so anyway. Then we'll continue to the Film Industry Center, which is Atlas Studios, and we'll visit the studio. We'll go to our hotel to check in at Riyadh Dar Shama. Again, it's a hotel in the middle of the desert, and it's great. There will be pictures and a link to it. And dinner is at the hotel. It's paid for. Thursday, April 25th, day 10. We're still in Ouarzazate. We will go for a short visit to the city and lunch at one of the Kasbahs, because we're going to be actually touring 2 Kasbahs. Tourite Kasbah, a spectacular building that gives you the opportunity to visit inside a real ancient Kasbah, showing the best of South Moroccan Kasbah architecture. And I'm not even going to try and say this name, but it's another Kasbah. It's from the 18th century. We'll return to the hotel where we'll have dinner. That is also paid for at the hotel. On Friday morning, after breakfast, day 11, April 26th, we'll drive to the ancient Casbah complex of Ait Ben Haddou, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And they say it's a photographer's wonderland. So, get that camera ready. It still remains the home to 5 separate families. Well, they're probably married to whatever, but 5 families. Next, we'll trek through the desert to Marrakesh, and it's going to be a short day, so not as long, because we're coming around this, and the way Ouarzazate is, it's close to Marrakesh, so it's like a 3.5-hour drive. Lunch and dinner in Marrakesh is on our own and not included, and we're staying at the Riad El Ramal, which again, I will have a link and some pictures in the itinerary. On day 12 in Marrakesh, after breakfast, again, 8:30 to 9 a.m. is when we'll get together and start going on our tour, enjoy a full day sightseeing of Marrakesh. The first tour is the Menara Gardens. It's a lovely pavilion and olive groves. Next, we'll step into the world of the Medina. So we'll go around the labyrinth and the alleyways and everything in Marrakesh, and we'll stop at the foot of the Koutoubia Minaret, a famous landmark. We'll continue to the Bahia Palace with its lush Moorish-style gardens. In the afternoon, we'll visit Margerel Botanical Gardens, which is Yves Saint Laurent's mansion that when he, in his death, he donated it to the city of Marrakesh. So it's very well taken care of. He brought in a variety of flora from all over the world. It's a beautiful Berber artwork and a boutique where you can buy things, of course. Next, we'll discover some of the colorful souks of the Medina. So this is where we're going to go back into the Medina of, the souks, sorry, which is the bazaar, which is where you'll see the tradesmen, the artisans, the musicians, the snake charmers, and the storytellers all gathered, in the same roof or, area. So after that, we'll return to our Riyadh. Lunch and dinner in Marrakesh is on our own, the cost not included. On Sunday, April 28th, day 13, that is a free day. Enjoy your leisure. Again, I'll have recommendations. We can do a luxe hammam and henna hand paintings, or whatever it is that you want to do. I'll have a list of recommendations. One optional tour is to go back to the Atlas Mountains and have lunch at Tamadot, which is Richard Branson's Casbah. And but of course there's other tours, and then we'll come back from wherever we are in Marrakesh or around Marrakesh, and we'll have our farewell dinner at Yakut. It's a very special restaurant, and it is included in your cost. And then on day 14 of and still in Marrakesh is when, after breakfast or whenever our return flights are, that's when we'll return home. So in summary, the price will include 13 nights of accommodations with breakfast daily, 5 dinners per the itinerary, 10 days of touring in a private, luxurious, air-conditioned van with a licensed English-speaking guide. Entrance fees for everything: the short camel trek in the Sahara Desert, the group-only transfers to and from, when we arrive in Casablanca and when we leave out of Marrakesh, porterage at the airports and hotels, service and local taxes, snacks and bottled water for the van, Ayala tours information kit, and a SelfishMe Travel swag bag. The price does not include airfare, travel insurance, COVID tests if applicable. I mean, it's a year from now, more than a year from now, so we don't know how things are going to swing. Meals, except where indicated, drinks of any kind, personal expenses, tips for the guide, drivers, and airport transfers or hotel and riad bellman. Important notes: most riads do not have an elevator. Therefore, you may have a few flights of stairs to get to and from your room. If stairs are an issue for you, please advise us immediately before your trip. Well, immediately. Luggage allowance, 1 28-inch bag and 1 carry-on. Of course, you can bring more, but that's what I'm paying for porterage at the airports and the hotel. So if you bring more, you're gonna have to pay for that. You must have a valid U.S. passport book, of course, to enter Morocco. There's no visa required, and that your passport must be valid 6 months after your return date. So that means your passport should not expire before November 2024. Yala Tour reserves the right to change hotels to others of similar quality. We also suggest that you get USD currency in small bills, fresh, clean, because torn, worn, or ripped currency will not be accepted anywhere by anybody. So you can get new USD 20s and lower, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s from the bank. And one good thing that I always try and do when I associate myself with or a partner with a group, with a tour operator, is to make sure of how they hold the money. So the money will be held in a trust account until it's time to pay the supplier. So they don't actually spend the money until we're getting ready to actually go. So they're using their money to pay it forward, and then our money is held in a trust account. So when we arrive, then it's dispersed. So they have a backup plan. They're not going to go bankrupt on us. They're insured. The cost for a single person in a double room is $4,395. That is land only. Single supplement is $1,495. Okay, so I'm going to open it up for questions.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Kelly.
When are you starting to take your payments?
I'm still working on the booking page. So I will send out an email, and I'm hoping to be ready to book on Friday.
And will be the itinerary you was just talking about, you'll be able to send that as well?
Yes, that will be part of the booking page. Yes, but I can send it to anybody who wants it. I'll send it out when I send out the replay email tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
Down payment is $500. And then you can pay monthly or quarterly until February 1st. So you have exactly 12 months to pay this off.
Gotcha.
Anyone else? Oh, Yolanda.
You said the first payment's due February 1st?
Well, it's due as soon as you book the $500 deposit. So it would be considered, quote unquote, February 1st. You won't owe anything February 1st. So you have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and February 1st of 2024. Yep, 12 months. Did I say the Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You said the single supplement was how much again?
$1,495.
Okay. Okay. And you said the passport renewal, if it expires prior to November,
2024.
then I need to get my passport updated.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Man, it rolled around quick. Okay.
Latoya, did you have any questions?
No, you clarified with the price. I initially thought you said that the price that you gave was for a single, but then you added that it was a single supplement. So the price that you gave was per person.
Per
Right.
person, in the double room, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, well, again, I will send out a replay email. I'll attach the itinerary to it. I'm working on the booking page and I hope by Friday morning I can release it. And it's not going to be released to the public until Monday, but to everyone who registered and everyone who took the survey in the first place, you get first dibs. The public will get it on Monday. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank y'all very much. I love these quick meetings. I thought it was going to be longer, but I guess everybody's waiting for the replay. So thank you again for joining me. And I hope we can see each other in 2024, but